Time for lunch. Judy joins us now from Michael John's restaurant in Bradenton, a place that's known for their steak and seafood. Judy.
We seem to have a theme lately where we're following great brasseries and French restaurants. And again, it's happened because we're here in Bradenton on State Road 64 at Michael John's Brasserie. As you can see, there's beautiful steaks, there's seafood, an abundance of great appetizers. So think about classic French meets a beautiful steakhouse with a great wine list, and you have really scored up in Bradenton. It's really easy to find, and we are going to have a great hour talking to the chef owner, finding out more information. They've been here quite some time, and I think they're going to be here quite some time to stay. So stay with me throughout the hour as we bring you delicious French cuisine, grilled steaks, and so much more right here at Michael John's in Bradenton. And now I want you to meet the man that makes it happen, great chef and owner, Michael John. Michael, thanks for having us out today.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
So give us the history of Michael John's.
Michael John's, we opened the restaurant up over 10 years ago. And when we started the restaurant, we're French brasserie, which is hearty food with beer and wine. Since then, we've grown from one room to a second room 2 years later, and we've just opened up our third banquet room, and now we sell cocktails.
That's great. And so that broadens everything. You know, when we walk in, it really feels like we're in France. We could be in the countryside of anywhere. What inspired you to pick a brasserie in the French style cuisine?
When I moved to Atlanta to train under some really good chefs, I worked under Eric Repair and Maggie Lacoste of Brazzers Lacoste in Atlanta, which owned the Bernardin in New York City, so they trained me. One
of my favorites, so pretty impressive.
It's a very nice restaurant there. So when I got my opportunity to come home to be with my family here who lives in Bradenton and Sarasota, the first opportunity I got, I said, let's make an American brasserie. Because I'm French trained, but how I was American trained through my mother. And America is like a melting pot, so cooking for a family of 6, she would cook a different cuisine every week. So I learned, starting at the age about 8, I would start cooking with her. I learned German, Russian, French, Southwest America, all the food.
That's so impressive, especially to focus on a week so I can see where your passion builds. So what else do you want people to know? We're going to talk about the food in just a few minutes, but I know you have some specials and things that happen during the week.
Every night, Monday through Saturday, we're open Monday through Saturday. Every night, Monday through Friday, we have a special. Monday nights are Côte de Boeuf, which is a 24-ounce ribeye. Tuesday nights are tapas night, which I like when I go out to eat at restaurants. I like to graze on appetizers. So we made a night just for the appetizers.
That's great.
Wednesday night is our wine night, basically happy hour all night. Thursday night is our lobster night, and Friday night we do a prefix with filet, chicken cordon bleu, or Alaskan codfish.
So you can just come here Monday through Friday and not have to worry about cooking. Now remember, they're only open for dinner, and we'll be coming back in just a moment to graze around this great table with all this beautiful food. Okay, Michael, let's get to the goods because the table looks beautiful.
This is our French escargot, imported escargot from France, obviously, with a lemon beurre blanc and served with Melba toast. This is our half-roasted duck that is with a port wine and raspberry sauce, served with potato puree and vegetable. All entrees in our house come with complimentary potato puree, vegetables, or Asian coleslaw. Perfect. This is our special of the week, and it'll probably be special for the beginning of next week also. This is Chilean sea bass, potato crusted, with a raspberry sauce. Then we have our ribeye, which is comes from Family Farm Ranchers in Iowa. They ship it to us, and we age all of our beef another 12 days in-house, and it concentrates the flavors, hardens the protein, so it's very, very moist and flavorful. Ribeye, 16-ounce ribeye. We top all of our fillets, and that's a filet mignon right there, all of our beef with just a little bit of garlic butter and wine.
Yes!
And what that does is it adds acidity to the steak, and it brings out more flavor. Then we have our French brie with raspberries, candied pecans, and honey. And this is one of our most popular salads. It's a pear salad with Bartlett pears, spring mix, chopped romaine, and a port wine raspberry vinaigrette. One of my favorites is the calamari, crispy calamari. What I did with this is, instead of just doing it with the marinara, we topped it with a banana pepper beurre blanc. And then it has just a little bit of spice to it, so it adds, but it doesn't take away from the crispiness. And then everybody who comes to the restaurant always starts their experience with us with amuse-bouche. And tonight the amuse-bouche on the menu is going to be, this is a bisque of chickpea and carrots.
Oh, it sounds lovely. And what a great variety that you offer. Now, I also noticed you have several seafood dishes aside from the sea bass. Tell me about a couple of the dishes.
We have all of our seafood in-house is either Gulf or wild caught, no farm seafood. We have Alaskan codfish on the menu that I learned through Brasserie Lacoste in Atlanta, so I had to bring codfish on.
Oh,
we also do yellowtail snapper, which is on the menu tonight, and also wild-caught shrimp that we tempura batter and we serve with a sweet chili glaze.
Okay, you're just getting me way too excited. But there's even more to get excited about: dessert, and I'll be back in just a few moments to share that with you as well. It's been a great visit out in Bradenton right here at Michael John's Brasserie. A wonderful interpretation of a steakhouse and French classic. Wonderful wine list, and now they have cocktails. Remember, they're not open for lunch, just dinner, so you can make your reservations simply by looking online and giving them a call. And of course, I love to finish up with dessert. What's better than French press coffee? It's going to give you that rich, bold flavor that you want after a meal, especially if you're having a steak. And we have both chocolate pot de crème with fresh raspberries and a classic creme brulee. Two beautiful desserts. My favorite part, that tap to look at that creme brulee. Now you can tell this is the real deal. So guys, while I tuck into some sweet dessert, I'm going to send it back to you.